As one of the greatest surfers, Kelly Slater said, "For a surfer, it's never ending. There's always a wave you want to surf." Surfing has long been synonymous with crashing waves, crowded beaches, scorching weather, and the adrenaline rush of a lifetime. But one aspect that is not talked about enough about surfing is the relaxation and peace it holds. When talking to Ronnie Schrader, a surfer for over 20 years, surfing is his place of zen.
I had a huge alcohol problem. When I had stopped drinking, it was the one thing that totally I could free my mind and not think about that kind of stuff. And that was my outlet. The surfing, like, it just, I never thought about drinking at
Mhm.
all, you know. And back in the day when I used to go to the beach, that's all I ever did think about was
Right.
drinking. Forget even getting in the water.
Yeah.
So it was definitely my escape of all that kind of stuff.
Definitely.
And it also helps even when, life is stressful anyway. I mean, you work and all this stuff builds up and and it's just a total outlet. It just release. Like you
Mhm.
said, you sit out there in the ocean like that and there's nobody around. You have time to just think about enjoying yourself,
Yeah.
It's just relaxing and I don't know, it's peaceful.
But how do surfers make a sport full of tumbling underwater peaceful? Well, as Ronnie mentioned, by learning from others around us and not giving up.
I really want to know how to surf. I mean, I skated my whole life, and so it was like I really wanted to surf. I wasn't successful at all. It was horrible. Couldn't stand up. I was flipping around, and I probably spent more time underwater than I was on top of water. It got to a point where it gets frustrating. One day I was out at Rincon Point, and there was an OG that was on the outside. I'm watching him ride, and I'm like, oh, man, it'd be so cool to do that. Told him I was like, one of these days, I want to do that. And he's like, what are you talking about? He got behind my board, just like I mean, it's like your dad would with their son. And he's like, okay, lay down and just start paddling. I'm gonna push you into a wave. And I was like, I felt weird. I was like, all right, well, right on. Let's go. Let's do this thing. And he pushed me into a wave and I started going and I started getting up and I fall down. And then I turn around and I paddle back out to him. And he told me, he said, you know what? You're at the wrong beach. Go to Pismo. He said, Pismo, you'll learn how to surf. He said, there's white water that'll push you. All you got to do is lay down and it'll just push you right into shore. And you can just stand up or crawl up or do whatever you do. So you're not actually dropping in a wave and you're not dealing with all that kind of stuff. And he said, just go there and I guarantee you'll stand up. And sure enough, I go to Pismo and within less than an hour, I was standing up riding whitewater in. But from that day on, when I actually stood up on a surfboard on top of water, it was like the most incredible feeling that came over me. It was like,
Yeah.
dude, this is it.
Surfing has and always will be for everyone. Whether you start late in the game like Ronnie, compete like Kelly Slater, or anything in between, anyone can surf with the right mindset, perseverance, and attitude. So give surfing a try next time you get the chance. You too may also find yourself at your happiest and most at ease floating on a piece of wood in the ocean.